Subscribe now and take your first step toward understanding the mystery that has shaken millions. The clock is ticking, and a chilling prophecy is unfolding before our very eyes. In a time where chaos roams and truth hides in plain sight, a man once ridiculed now echoes a warning the world dares not ignore. What if the words of Trump weren't just politics, but prophecy? What if his message aligns with ancient scripture in a way that forces us to rethink everything we thought we knew? The signs are not subtle. The signs scream at us, and the world, as it stands today, is standing on the edge of something irreversible. This is more than news. It's a wake-up call. Are you willing to open your eyes before it's too late? Paragraph 2, the number 3. 5 isn't random. It echoes from Revelation, a span of time referenced in holy texts that foretell the unraveling of the modern world. A time of testing, a time of reckoning, and now it's reappearing in speeches, events, and global shifts. When Donald Trump spoke about America's future, many dismissed it as political bluster, but beneath the noise was a whisper, a coded warning, deliberate and sharp. This countdown has been activated not by man, but by destiny. When prophecy and politics collide, the sparks ignite revolutions of the soul. You've been brought here for a reason. This moment was not an accident. Paragraph 3. Everything changed when Trump made the statement. He didn't shout it. He didn't wave a flag. He simply dropped a number, 3.5 years. Then he paused, stared, and moved on. But that moment, frozen in time, has now ignited a storm across the spiritual world. Pastors, scholars, even skeptics are starting to lean in. Why would a former president, known for disruption, now reference biblical timelines? What does he know? Or better yet, what has he seen? This is the type of mystery that demands a deep dive. And you, yes you, are being called to question what's really going on behind the scenes. Paragraph 4 in the book of Revelation 3. 5 years marks the rise of the beast, the silencing of truth, and the beginning of global deception. It's not a fairy tale, it's a forecast, one that has been written, sealed, and now opened. When Trump mentioned this timeline, perhaps unknowingly, or perhaps divinely guided, he echoed John's vision of the end times. Can one man awaken a sleeping generation? Can one voice trigger a global alarm? History has shown us that every great awakening begins with a spark. Maybe this is that spark. Maybe you're not here by coincidence. Maybe you were chosen to witness this truth before the storm hits. Paragraph 5. There are moments in life where everything splits, before and after. This video might be that moment for you. You've seen the world shift dramatically in the last few years. Pandemics, wars, economic collapse, artificial intelligence, global surveillance, and now spiritual confusion, all of it pointing toward a breaking point. When Trump mentioned the 3-5-year period, he wasn't just referring to policy. He was tapping into something ancient, something cosmic. The convergence is real, and you have a decision to make. Will you stay asleep, or will you wake up and see the roadmap laid before us? Paragraph 6. The truth doesn't beg for attention. It stands in silence and waits for the brave to notice it. And you, watching this right now, are among the few willing to question everything. Trump's cryptic reference isn't an isolated statement. It ties into a web of events, prophecies, and strategic moves that align with what many are calling the beginning of the end. Not the end of hope, but the end of illusion. For too long, we've believed the lie that we're safe, that the system works, that darkness is far away. But it's already inside the gates. The 3-5-year mark is a prophetic symbol, and it's ticking louder every day. Paragraph 7. Think about how fast things are accelerating. Every week, there's a new headline that feels like it was ripped straight from prophecy. Peace deals, global summits, digital currencies, and a coming mark that could soon be required to buy or sell. Sound familiar? It should. John wrote about it. Daniel foresaw it. And now Trump, consciously or not, is speaking into it. The warning is clear. The time is short. This isn't about politics anymore. This is about survival, spiritual, mental, eternal. The question isn't when will it happen. The question is, will you be ready when it does? Paragraph 8. Those who scoff at prophecy today will be the ones searching for answers tomorrow. The 3-5-year countdown isn't just numbers. It's a spiritual deadline. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, the wind howling, and all the signs pointing to collapse. Would you keep walking, or would you turn around and find the path to safety? The Trump statement might just be that warning sign. It may not have been wrapped in scripture or spoken in a church, but sometimes truth wears unexpected clothing. Sometimes God uses the unlikely to shake the world awake. Paragraph 9. Prophets in the Bible were rarely accepted at first. They were mocked, ridiculed, and cast aside, until the things they warned about began to unfold exactly as they said. Could it be that modern prophecy is speaking through media, through politics, through the unlikeliest figures? Many laughed when Noah built the ark, until the rain started. Many dismissed the idea that Trump could be tied to end-time prophecy, until the patterns begin to align. And align they do. From global unrest to spiritual confusion, every box is being ticked. We are not entering a new era. We are exiting an old one. Paragraph 10. What if we told you that 3-5 years from now, everything you know could be transformed? And what if the transformation isn't progress, but judgment? This isn't fear mongering. This is preparation. Imagine having the chance to prepare your soul, your heart, your destiny before the world tilts into darkness. Would you take that chance, or scroll past, thinking it's just another theory? The greatest deception is believing you have more time, but time is the very thing that's running out, and that's why you need to keep watching. Paragraph 11. There's a reason you're watching this. Deep down, you feel it too, the shift, the urgency, the invisible weight pressing against your chest, whispering, "Wake up." That voice is more than intuition. It's a spiritual alarm. You don't need to be religious to feel it. You just need to be honest. Something is coming, and Trump's reference to 3-5 years might have been more than political rhetoric. It might have been a divine echo, repeating a truth first spoken by prophets in the desert. A truth meant to wake a generation drowning in distraction. Paragraph 12. In just 3-5 years, everything can change. History proves it. World wars have started and ended in that span. Empires have risen and fallen. And souls have been won or lost. This is not about fear, it's about focus. Because when you know something is coming, you don't panic. You prepare. You build. You watch. Trump's statement didn't give us all the answers, but it gave us a signal, a timestamp, and it's our job to seek the truth behind that signal. not in arrogance, not in panic, but in bold humility and sharp awareness. Paragraph 13. The prophets never screamed, they simply spoke. And the wise listened, the foolish laughed. You're watching because you're meant to listen, to absorb, to awaken. The countdown is not meant to scare you, it's meant to sharpen you. There's still time to align your soul, to prepare your path. But that time is bleeding away. Trump said it, Scripture confirmed it, and the world is already rearranging to fit the puzzle. Every piece is moving. Are you watching the board, or sleeping through the game? Paragraph 14. Nothing will look the same after the next 3-5 years. The structures of power, the flow of money, the control of movement, and above all, the war for your soul. John saw it in visions. Trump may have felt it in instinct. And now you stand in the middle, between prophecy and reality. This isn't a conspiracy, it's a calling, one that you can no longer ignore, because whether you act or not, the world is moving, time is ticking. And your role in this story is greater than you think. Paragraph 15. Subscribe now and take your first step toward clarity, courage, and conviction. The world won't give you peace, but truth can, and this countdown isn't a curse, it's a chance. A divine heads up, a warning not to punish, but to prepare. You've been chosen to hear it. Don't waste that gift. Let this message burn into your soul, and when the world around you goes blind, you'll see. When others fall in fear, you'll rise in truth. This is the beginning of your awakening.